Now we're live.
Yay.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Carolyn.
I'm Melissa.
And we're the Tassie Stitchers. Thanks for joining in with us again if you have been following us. Today is, what is today?
The 16th of January.
No, it's February.
Oh, February.
Aren't we good?
I know.
See, this is going to be an interesting video already. It is Sunday, the 16th of February,
Yes,
2020. And we're talking about cross stitch.
We are.
And all of our whips, and I don't know that we've got any finishes, but anyway, all of that.
No finishes, but a couple of starts maybe.
Yes, a couple of starts. I kind of have finishes, but they're more like part finishes, not full finishes.
Yeah, I don't have any finishes. Just lots of starts.
Oh, that's good too. Okay, so we shall get straight into it. My first one is Goblin King. It's a HAED. Let me find the cover picture for you. I'm so organised, I have everything on my phone. So Goblin King, which is based on the movie Labyrinth. Artwork is by, let me put my goggles on. It doesn't say. Anyway, all good. It is a HAED. I'm stitching it on 25 count easy grid, and that's where I have gotten up to. I have done 2,455 stitches on this one. So basically that column and the start, I think I finished a column, completed a column and started another one. So we're just right up in the top corner at the moment. And this one is for a friend who loves the movie The Labyrinth just like me. But that's, yeah. And that's 1/1. That one there. I like that one.
Okay, so my first 5 are all from January. So this is my first one that you didn't see last January. This is Little Cake Shop.
Not very little.
No. Put 895 stitches in that one. And I'll find you a picture in a second. So that's what that one looks like. And I'm not quite as organised as Caroline because I thought I had that as a picture.
That's all right. So all of the ones that I'm going to talk about, I have counted from our last video, so from the 19th of January
so this is
up until
counted
today.
From the last video, but these are ones I only worked on in January.
Okay.
And this is what it looks like. So it's artwork by Aimee Stewart. It's not a shelf. I do love it though. And it's only 725 by 483 stitches.
It's not nearly as big as some of the others.
No.
You could go better than that, I think.
I know. And that's done 1/1 on 25 count Lugana.
It's very pretty.
Very pretty.
You can see some of the details starting to come out on that one.
Yes. Always looks better on video or when you take a photo than when you're actually looking at it.
Of course. I find that with all of my full coverage ones as well. So my next one is, hang on. Whoops, sorry. That was my glasses case, fell off. Phantom of the Masquerade, that is classed as a mini one. Again, I don't think it's very mini. And it is a HAED again. I'm doing this on 18 count Aida, which I hate, but it is looking fabulous. He really needs a name, my handsome little kitty. So I have done 1,196 stitches on him. I haven't worked on him at all this month.
Looking good though.
He is. And the detail that's coming out in the rows.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
Down here is really nice. So eventually we'll get some more done on that. But yeah, nothing this month so far.
Okay, so the next one up is my son's piece that I'm working for him. So I only work on this 1 day a month. And in January, I managed to get 498 stitches into that.
With the fishies.
With the fishies down the bottom. Haven't got any fish done yet.
Are they not fished?
No, they're way
down here.
No, that's the bottom part of the boat.
Oh, okay.
So that
kind of looks like a lolly fish.
Yeah, there are fish though, but they're down in the sea. But I haven't got that far yet.
Of course they are.
So what I mostly
nice.
got done was finished off this section here and started down here on this stripy sail. So that's Voyage by Satsuma Street, and it's just on 14 count Aida.
It's nice and
in
colourful.
navy blue.
Awesome. So my next one is a Joan Elliott design, which is the Unicorn and Maiden. That's really a really bad photo of the design. I'm not loving this, working on this one.
I'm not predicting any more Joan Elliott's in your future.
I don't think so. Look, I love the design. I love unicorns and all of that. I love the fabric. So I'm actually, let me get it the right way up first. That's how far we have come on that. So I've done 775 stitches on her since the last time. It is on 16 count hand-dyed Aida by Crafty Leanie on Facebook. Love the fabric. Love the actual picture. I don't so much enjoy the pattern. I would like to see patterns that have a bit of back stitching on it. I would like a separate pattern with back stitching than having the back stitching just all in the one pattern.
Unless
you know
it's
what I mean?
Tiny little ornament size.
Maybe I need to enlarge the pattern a bit more, but I just find it a bit tricky to see the symbols underneath properly. I'm just not real sure why I'm not enjoying that very much, but we'll see how we go.
Okay. So my next one is the Harry Potter Letters to Hogwarts stitch along. So this is just the frame. Still what I'm working on. I haven't gotten into the...
I haven't started mine yet. Still.
And this is stitched on 32 count Ravenclaw parchment, which was exclusively dyed for me by Crafty Leanie. And you can see I'm still just working on the train, and I put in another 246 stitches in that one. So not much, just more train.
It's a cool train though.
It is a cool train. I can't see myself getting this one finished this year though.
I probably won't either unless I start it. Like I said, I haven't even got that far yet. Eventually I will. Okay, what's next? Next is Pansy by Nora Corbett. So this is my fairy. This is my birthday one that I only work on the 23rd of each month. So not a lot has been done on her at all. But here she is on, what am I doing this on? 28. Yes, 28 count. This is Lupin by Crafty Leanie fabric, and this is a Crafty Leanie needle minder. Because the design is a dragonfly, so is my needle minder. I like to be matchy-matchy. But I've only done 343 stitches on her, and that was mainly in the bodice area up there and a little bit down in the skirt. So she's slow but steady. But I like working on this one. Really easy pattern to follow.
Okay, so my next one is the Orient, which is this design here. Very hard to get the glare down. So this was from an old Jill Oxton's cross-stitch and beading magazine. The design is by Di Noyce. It's stitched in the pattern on Navy Blue Aida, but I'm stitching it on some denim dyed 22 count Hardanger.
Which looks lovely.
And I've put 338 stitches in this one since you saw it last. So just more detail finishing off in the crane and we're starting over on his head.
It's looking good.
Really liking how it's turning out. I love stitching on 22 count.
I haven't tried it yet. I've got some, but I am yet to try that count of fabric. I've heard a lot of good things about it though. Quite a few people like it.
I'm liking it.
My next project is the Linen and Threads 2018 Stitch Along. So I actually got part 3 done. So that was my partial finish. So I'm using Silks for You 155, I believe. That's the colours in the silk. And this is the tapestry looking fabric. It's 16 count even weave. So there she is. So I did the dragons. And,
and he's got his leg.
He's got his extra leg. Yes, so when I first posted my finished picture of this one, the poor dragon on the left there only had 3 legs. Wasn't till I went back later and looked at it and went, oh dear, Yes, I decided to stitch his other leg on, so he's right now. He must have got caught in
I
battle.
like how that one's turning out.
Yes, I need to start on month 4, which I shall do.
Okay, so my next one and my last one, which was exclusively January, is I Love Summer. This was taken out of the CrossStitcher Summer Edition from 2019.
Pretty.
It was
flowers.
started exclusively for a semi-seam stitches challenge, which I did say I would never do, but anyway, that's what we're doing.
What, the challenge or?
No, starting things for challenges. I'm starting a lot of things.
Guess what?
For challenges this year. So this is stitched on Margarita, which was a fabric of the month by Crafty Leanie. It's again 32 count Belfast, and I've put all of that in.
Have you parked threads on there, have you?
No, that's just my messy waist knots.
Oh.
So that's 1,207 stitches went into that.
That does look good on that fabric.
I do like it.
Mm.
I really want to get some of the pink flowers on to see just how
Yes.
they pop off that fabric. But the fabric comes up on screen a lot yellower than it is. It's much more green
It is.
in person.
Looks good. Look forward to seeing that one finished.
Maybe in 100 years' time.
Really?
I'm not enjoying stitching on it.
The colour, the fabric?
Don't know. I don't
okay.
know what it is. It's a struggle to stitch on.
Bit like my unicorn, maybe.
Yeah, I'll finish it. And there's no back stitch and there's no quarters or half stitches that I found. I'm just not loving it.
Oh, that happens.
Can't love everything, I guess.
No, you can't. The next one I have is another linen and threads design. This is from the Fox and Rabbit actual design. And it is, so this year's Stitch Along, you receive a pattern for an ornament each month with each section of the Stitch Along. I'm not doing the Stitch Along itself, but I am doing the ornaments. So I did this one. I can't find it anywhere, the actual ornament. I stitched it. I took a photo of it and I can't find it.
And it's so pretty.
It is absolutely beautiful. So that is stitched with the winter exclusive Silks for You.
From the Sassy Pouch.
Dyed silk, yes, from our very first the very first Sassy Pouch. So that's what that looks like in the variegated. It looks beautiful. And I've stitched it on the paper, perforated paper. So when I find it, I'll show you the real thing. And that actually had, it was interesting, there was 1,419 stitches in that.
They're so much bigger than you expect those little Quaker designs. There's
Quite
so many more
a lot of
stitches in
stitching.
them.
Yes.
So my next piece is one I've stitched on in both January and February. This is Fairy Tale Land, #1 by Soda Stitch.
I like that one.
This is part of a challenge that we're doing with semi-seam stitches where you needed to stitch on a fairy tale themed piece and try and have it done by the end of June. So far I'm on track with that.
Good.
And you can see here, I've totally finished Hansel and Gretel and we're working on Pinocchio.
You have done a lot on
I
that.
have. So in January I did 1,439 stitches to finish off Hansel and Gretel, but that also included all the white in the tent for Pinocchio. And then in February so far I've done 1,496 and a half stitches.
And a half.
Yeah.
Yes, they all count.
It does, they all count. So I'm on track
Good.
for a June finish. So in February I should be finishing off Pinocchio and moving down into Anne of Green Gables.
That looks awesome. You've done a lot on
So
that
much.
one.
I really thought I would hate this
Yes.
because of all the backstitch. I don't like backstitch, but I'm loving how it's turning out.
That's good. My next one that I've got on my list here, I actually forgot to bring. Clever, huh?
What was it? Oh,
Emerald City.
That's so pretty too.
I've done
Do you have
so.
a picture?
Let me have a look. So Emerald City is this one from Our Forest Embroidery. I have done the whole bottom section, and I have done the Queen of the Field Mice, the poppies. I've done actually all of that second section. This actually isn't the full photo. I'm not showing you the correct photo. Anyway, I've started on the castle, but I didn't bring it. So let me just have a very quick look and see whether...
Would you want me to do my next one while you look for a picture?
All right, you do that.
Because I had a couple more than Carolyn this time. So my next one is my second piece that I stitched in for both January and February. And this is Temperature Balloons by StitchinMommy on Etsy.
Nice.
Now, obviously, this is stitched with the Northern Hemisphere in mind. I'm in the Southern Hemisphere, so this lovely purple balloon that you can see up here is the January-February balloon, which I've started on. So rather than being purple and blue, mine is red, orange, green, and
Looks
yellow.
good.
A lot of yellow.
Yes, we've had a lot of days the same temperatures.
Here, 41 degrees in Tassie.
Well, yes, except for that one.
I know. I never thought I would have to use that colour. Luckily, I had it.
We did have a couple of hot days.
We had a couple of really hot days, but 41 degrees. So that was 1,114 stitches. And this is 1/1 on 25 count light blue Lugana.
Which looks awesome.
That I may have had in my stash for 30 years.
Well, I'm glad to see that
At least
you're
it's
using
getting
it.
used.
That's right, exactly. So no, I can't find a photo. Obviously, I've put it up in a challenge and deleted it off my phone for some reason. But in that one, which is a real shame because I did over 3,000 stitches in there.
And it's so cute.
Anyway, I'll show you next time. So instead, Roxana. Oh, Roxana. Oh dear. So this is my oldest whip. She's 15, over 50. I reckon it's actually closer to 20 years ago that I started this one. A Jean Farish reproduction sampler. I actually got her out for the Mythological Stitches Challenge group. And I'm not taking it off the Q-snap, but this is where we're at. I've done the full strawberry vine down there when she was born. So she was born October 23rd, 1817. So she did this when she was 9, which I think is just freaking amazing.
I know, they were amazing back then.
Absolutely incredible. I chose this one purely for the saying that's on it. When I am dead and in my grave and all my bones are rotten, when this you see, remember me or I shall be forgotten. I love that saying. So that is my oldest whip that I've actually gotten out and done something with. I have no idea what stitch count the fabric is, but I think it's fairly
about
high.
40.
Yeah.
I'd say it's 40, 36 or 40.
But anyway, I actually did, what did I do on her? So I've done 1,214 stitches on her. So I'm pretty impressed with that.
I'm
enjoying it.
Carolyn never stitches on this one.
No, but I'm really enjoying it now.
She sent me a message. Guess what I'm stitching on and enjoying? So I did not expect her to say that.
I did tell you to make sure you were sitting down first.
I know. I know. So my next one was a February stitch. It's my oldest whip that I'm admitting to. This was started when I first picked up CrossStitch again in 2018. October 2018. Why I decided to start with a Heaven and Earth is beyond me. Why I decided to put it on 18 count Aida is also beyond me, because we'll never be doing full coverage on 18 count Aida again. This is Mum and Baby by from Heaven and Earth Designs. Sorry, my son just walked into the room. And the design is by Anya Kai. I love all her owls. I think they're beautiful.
They are absolutely gorgeous.
And this is where I'm at. So I'm on my 3rd page up here. And in February, I've put in 886 stitches, all in blue and green.
Good job.
And that was for the Hawaii prompt, more than 13,806 stitches or something for semi-sane. It's been used for other challenges too, but that's its main purpose. So a few more to go into that to get to the 1,000.
Okay. And we just had to pause just for a minute to sort the little one out.
Yeah.
We are back. So the next one that I worked on, oh, goodness gracious, told you it was going to be interesting today, is the Modern Folk 2020 Stitch Along. So we already have the complete cover and we get a piece of the pattern each month emailed. And so we are starting up in this top left-hand corner, and I started this in honour of my grandmother. So it's called the Family Patchwork Sampler Stitch Along, and I'm using Silks for You PR077, which is just the most beautiful green and pinks and such a delight to stitch on. I absolutely love this on 32 count country vintage French, I don't know, something. I can't never remember the name of it, but it's just absolutely beautiful.
The country mocha?
Yeah, that one.
Vintage country mocha?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, or mocha?
Yeah.
For some of you Americans.
Oh, and my little needle minder. So I got the koala needle minder from CrossStitcher Lane to support the bushfires. It's really cute.
It is cute. Yeah. I love that. That's the first time I've seen that. Yeah. I really like the way that's silk stitching up.
Oh, this is just absolutely beautiful. Don't want to put it down.
Very pretty.
Hang on, I did 1,660 stitches on that one. So
there you go. So my next one is the Harp seal. I'm still working on Harp seal. I think this is This is where we're at. It's confetti hell over on the purple side. I love it. It's a Mystic Stitch pattern by Lynn Bragg. He has a whole series called The Many Faces. So all different animal faces.
Look at that.
Since you have last seen it, there's 2,952 stitches in that, and I had to move the Q-snap.
Looking good. So how much have you got left?
There's another 2 columns to finish that top page. So the column I've got, and then another full column, and then a half column. And then that'll be the width of the...
Awesome.
So we're getting there very slowly.
There you
Confetti hell, but yeah.
As it is. So my next project, I'm also doing a StitchinMommy temperature pattern this year, but I'm doing the tree. So that one, again, opposite colours to what it's been stitched in. And I'm doing it on 28 count evenweave. So I have completed January's branch.
Oh, that's looking good.
Yeah, it's quite a bit of the...
It's very different to mine, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, so you're using a slightly different
colour range
than I am. But yeah, so I'm just working on that once a month. At the end of each month, I'll update the colours for that. And that was only 293 stitches in the leaves.
Well, they're very small.
Well, they are, which is quite good. So that's the end of my whips, and it gave me a total of 16,461 stitches for 28 days. If you're into statistics, if you're not, you really probably don't care how many stitches I've done. And that averages out for me 588 stitches a day, which I thought was just really interesting thing.
That's good. I have not done an average, but I haven't quite done as many stitches as you.
I don't know how I managed to do that.
I have a child that wakes up and requires me to go to bed.
I don't.
I do.
I've got a cat though. She does similar things, but not quite.
So this is my marble piece by that Russian store. I can never... MadarinksDesigns. This I'm stitching for my husband. I only work on it one day a month, so you'll never see lots of progress done in this one. This month I put in 262 stitches, and they're all the red stitches because I had to stitch in red for something.
Well, that came in handy.
I think it might have been a Magical Stitches. Was it Magical Stitches? Stitch in blue or red?
Yes.
Yeah, so I chose red.
I believe so.
And that is the start of Captain America's shield.
Excellent.
Yes.
There you go. See, it comes in handy.
It does.
It does come in very handy.
So only two. Did I say 262 on that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
You did.
only a little one. But that's a very small amount for me to stitch in one night, though.
Yes.
Normally I stitch about 300 to 700 per night. Depending.
Yep. Me too. I don't have any more
You
whips.
don't have any more, do you?
No.
Okay, so don't mind me packing up as I go. Otherwise it'd be disastrous. Okay, so my next one is a new start for February. Started for Semi-Sane Stitches Hawaii. But I have wanted to start this one for ages.
Oh.
This is Hello Summer. It's from the CrossStitcher's Summer 2019 magazine. I got a lot of patterns out of that one.
You did.
This is what it will look like. It's part of a seasonal series that they're doing, and eventually we'll stitch 3 out of the 4 seasons. We're not going with winter.
No. I haven't seen this one stitched up yet.
This is stitched on some fabric, flare fabric, which is called Retro Vintage Swirl or something, I think.
That looks good.
From Sew It All. And I'm really loving this one. It's so much fun. And that's 1,072.5 stitches.
Again with the half.
Again with the half. And that's covered 1 prompt in Semi-Sane.
Awesome.
And it will also work for another one as well. So
That looks really good.
I think I just used this one for something to do with Hawaii, because somewhere in this pattern is a pineapple.
Yes. Yes.
And Hawaii grows 1/3 of all commercial pineapples in the world,
There you go.
which was, I didn't know that until I was trying to find something to stitch on for Hawaii.
So you learn something new every day. So
Yeah.
there's your factor of knowledge.
Factoid for the day. I'm really enjoying that one. That's very colourful.
Yes, it is. That looks good.
And then my last one, which is another start for February. Again for
Unlike
Semi-Sane
you.
Hawaii. I think there's going to be a lot of new starts this year.
That's okay.
This one is again from the 2019 summer. I do have other copies. I just seem to get a lot out of this particular
That's good though.
one. Yep.
I
But
think
there are
that's
some
fantastic.
magazines though, some editions where I get
just don't
nothing.
get-
Get nothing. But this one was very good. So this is a beach for a beach. 1,000 stitches for a beach.
Cute little mice.
It's mice hanging out on a hammock.
Yep.
On a beach. I'm stitching this on some 22 count that I've dyed myself with some I think it's called China Blue.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be absolutely tiny because it's
It is little.
1/1. And that is 593 stitches.
The colours look good though.
They're very bright. A lot brighter than I was kind of expecting them to be.
Your M&M needle minder.
I know, that was from Janet. So
Cute.
this is the hammock here.
Mm.
And this is obviously the beach.
Yep.
But I have to get 1,000 into that by the end of the month. So you will no doubt see that almost finished.
Yeah. Looks good.
So that was all my whips. And I seem to have a lot of stuff on blue fabric.
You do.
Mm.
Oh well. Must be a good colour.
Not next month.
Not next month? Okay. I'm going into green next month.
Green
Aren't we?
fabric.
Aren't we going into green? No?
Oh, Ireland.
Yes.
Yes.
Ireland. So, that's the end of our whips. Haul. Did you get anything?
No.
You didn't?
No.
Okay.
Sorry. I bought some floss, but I don't think you want to see skeins of DMC.
I ordered some stuff from 123 Stitch just out of curiosity. So it's Kreinik and beads. They're all very pretty and shiny. I'm not going to get them all out and show you, but these are the beads that I will need for Unicorn and Maiden, if I decide to keep stitching it. And Pansy, Nora Corbett's Pansy. So there's a couple of different things in there.
You've stuck with Roxana. I can just see Unicorn and Maiden
it'll
maybe
happen.
becoming a when I have to.
When I have to one.
Oh, I did buy a pattern.
Yes, the other one I got, well, this is the free pattern from Verbena CrossStitch, I think it's called. And in her group, she's actually offering a pattern for free, which is absolutely very generous. So I chose the Sea Sampler. I've got nothing really with ocean themed at all. So this is the one that I got, and I will start that sometime soon. I think the only conditions for it to be free is that you need to stitch along and finish it by May. Yeah, the end of May. And yeah, there's some beautiful, beautiful patterns in there. I love them.
There are. I actually took up Irena's offer as well. Won't be starting it until next month though, but I have a prompt that will work for next month. And this is the Wiccan sampler.
Gorgeous.
So I'm thinking I've got a piece of olive green fabric I want to see if that will work on. But I really like the colours in that. Nice. And I'm missing kind of stitching Quakery stuff because I just haven't done any this month.
I love my Quaker styles.
Had any time this month to do any work on modern folk yet.
And I have a rather massive piece of haul, but it wouldn't fit.
No, it wouldn't fit in the car.
So I bought a shop. Yay! My haul is a whole shop full of stock, which is just amazing. So
Carolyn bought our LNS.
Yes, I rescued an LNS. So
it's going to be closed and only be online only, which would have been devastating.
No, we couldn't have that. So this is something that just kind of happened. That wasn't anything I was looking for. No, and it's been a very stressful few months getting it all sorted, but I am the new owner of a Stitching Time in Hobart. Yay! So very exciting. I'm terrified and excited at the same time. But,
of course.
That's okay.
But I'm looking forward to being able to go in fossicking without having the previous owner. Not that she was a horrible woman, but, you know, you just sometimes feel a bit embarrassed to go and open up all the drawers and snoop about in all the places. But now I get to do that.
You do.
Without feeling terrible. Or self-conscious.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting.
Yay.
See what the next few months brings.
It'll be exciting.
It will be.
Yeah.
Now, have you got any shout outs? Anybody inspired you in the last month?
Inspired me in the last month? There's been a lot of new people I'm watching on Floss Tube that I haven't watched before. I'm loving watching Joyfilled Stitcher, Annie.
Yeah.
Although a lot of her pieces aren't really my style, I just really like the enthusiasm she brings to her cross stitch, so that's been really good. Who else am I watching?
I don't know.
Because I'm the Floss Tube watcher.
You're the queen. You need a little crown for that one. I just keep up with the usual ones at the moment. I haven't had much time.
I'm really liking watching Devana Lee Designs.
Yes, Nicole Reed. She's some amazing work.
And she started doing some lives. I haven't managed to catch any of her lives yet.
I don't think I
have.
But
yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah. She does a lot of finishing on her projects, which is really good to watch someone do that side of things. But
other than that, I've just found Rolodex Stitches. She's good. She lives in Japan.
Haven't heard of that one.
But lots and lots. I watch basically anything that comes up in my feed. But yeah, I've just added Joyful Stitcher to my regular, along with all of my other regulars.
Good.
I
rely on you to tell me
Carolyn
who I need to watch.
A few. Well, what was the last one? Ellen from Maximum Cross Stitch Power Hour.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
she was good to watch.
She's great. I love Ellen. So hi Ellen, if you ever watch us, and hi Annie. If you ever watch
hi everybody.
I mean, we all watch the staples.
Absolutely,
Sammy J.
There has to be staples.
My son loves Sammy J. That's his favourite.
Yes.
Can we watch some Sammy J, Mum? No, she hasn't put out a video yet. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we had a pattern up for grabs.
We did.
A couple of videos ago.
But unfortunately, Jan hasn't got in touch with us yet. So, Jan, if you would still really like this pattern, if you could contact us before our next Floss Tube, which will actually be in 2 weeks instead of a month.
Yep.
That would be great. Otherwise, we'll just spin the wheel again and give it to the next person on the list.
Yep. So we're up to 388 subscribers, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Never thought it would take off like that.
No, me neither.
So once we get to, what did we decide?
I think we said 400.
We'll do another giveaway of something interesting.
Maybe Lady Gaga.
Yes, maybe Lady Gaga. If you are not aware of that reference,
back and watch the last
go back and watch the
video.
previous one.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think that's all for us today.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's just been stitching today, I'm sorry.
Yep, just stitching.
Oh, and
We don't-
shop.
Oh, yes, and shop. All right, thanks for watching. Hit
Thank
the
you.
subscribe button. Share with your friends. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.